Now, I know a lot of people have tight hamstrings, and they tell me that they always stretch, but they never seem to get any more stretch out of their hamstrings. So there's a few things. First and foremost, you have to make sure that you're stretching correctly and actually progressively opening up the connective tissues and the muscles, but you might also want to, or have to, massage some of those tight spots. So today we're only going to be talking about stretches. So my favorite stretch to ensure that you're actually stretching properly is to make sure that you have anchors between your heel and your hip. So what does that mean? Well, I'm going to kick out my front foot, get it as long as I can, and from this position, I'm going to hinge. Now, a lot of people have a hard time with hinging. Why? Because they've just never done it before. So a hinge means that I'm going to tilt my chest forward and my hips back without bending my back. So kind of think about your upper half stuck in a cast. Your hips are on an axle, and they can only pivot around that axle. So if I want to get any closer to that toe, the only way I can is by actually shifting from my hips and kind of pushing my butt back. Once I do that, you can see that my heel cannot move. It is anchored to the floor, right? My hips can't move, not really. The only movement that I have is through that hinge. When I hinge, I'm basically winding up all these muscles, all these connective tissue from the heel, Achilles, calf, and hamstring. And pretty quickly, you'll see where your tight spots are. Now, as you gain a little bit more range of motion, you can start kicking back this back leg, get that chest high, work your way onto your hands, and same idea, I'm hinging. I'm drawing my hips back, keeping my chest as tall as I can, and I'm actively pushing my heel down to the floor. So this is not super fun, but I know that after time's gonna pay off. So after I keep pushing for 5 seconds, I'm actively pushing, I'm gonna relax. So I'm totally limp, I'm totally relaxing my front leg, but now I can start getting deeper into my position, and then hang out for a second, but then I'm gonna do it again. So I'm gonna push that heel down, like I'm kind of kicking down onto the floor or onto my mat. I'm gonna feel a lot of tension activate throughout the leg and calf, but then I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna totally relax. So I'm totally relaxing my foot, and you'll see that little by little, I can start really opening up my body. And the reason why is we're not just addressing our muscles and our connective tissue, but we're also hitting our central nervous system. And sometimes our central nervous system guards certain muscles and tendons and ligaments or whatever to keep us protected. But if we're trying to gain mobility, we have to make sure that we tap into those things and teach our body and teach our muscles how to relax and open up.